This is how to make money for doing nothing.
This is a secret way to use your crypto to get more crypto.
Welcome to the Bean Pod. This is your place for all things stocks and crypto. From beginner tips to expert picks. Use this as fuel for your investing journey, because when you're in the know, your money will grow.
This episode of the Bean Pod is sponsored by KyberSwap.
KyberSwap is a DEX and DEX aggregator, which is built to facilitate all your DeFi needs in one single platform.
Fast, cheap, and safe.
User experience is KyberSwap's sole focus to make everyone's life better in DeFi. Welcome to the Bean Pod. This is Shane, aka the Jolly Green Investor.
And this is Josh, the Nifty Investor.
Today, we're going to teach you a secret trick on how to make money by basically doing nothing.
It sounds crazy, right? But you can actually use your crypto to get more crypto.
It's something called staking.
Right.
So I feel like this is a word that gets thrown around all the time, but a lot of people maybe don't know exactly what it is, how it works, and how you can benefit from it. I know I say doing nothing. Obviously, you have to do a little bit, but This is putting your money that you already have to work for you to grow your wealth, grow your portfolio. And I think, especially in a bear market, this is why we decided to do this episode now. How to make money when the markets are tough.
It's working smarter, not harder. And we're going to touch upon staking, but also something that you may not have heard of before, and that's liquid staking.
Yeah, right. So let's just start with staking, for example.
Yeah, for sure.
So what is staking? Staking is, imagine you deposit money into a bank. You've basically lent those funds to the bank, and in return, the bank pays you interest. And they're going to use that money to do other things.
Right.
So you can think of staking with crypto as a similar way. So if you're an exchange, I will stake my $1,000 worth of Ethereum with you.
Okay.
You'll offer me 8% return on my Ethereum, and you'll take that Ethereum to maybe fund your own project or fund another project or whatever it is. And that, in a nutshell, is staking. It's earning interest on your crypto by providing it to another entity.
Seems smart. If you plan on holding something like Ethereum or Solana for a very long time, and by staking it, you can actually, by staking it, you're also locking up your assets to help maintain the security and the security of the network's blockchain. Yeah. In addition to being a validator, so you're helping the ecosystem by staking it. So if you're going to be a long-term holder, it makes sense. Like, well, I'm going to hold Ethereum for a long time anyways. Why not just keep it in this safe and earn interest on it, right?
Exactly. It's, when you talk about investing, and it's like the pitfalls of just holding cash in your bank account. Cash is doing nothing for you. You might as well put your money to work, even if it's a low interest, whatever it is. You put your crypto to work that you don't plan on selling for 5 to 10 years. You find a protocol that allows, reasonable staking that is secure, not a scam like some of these, Luna or whatever.
Yeah.
Then it makes sense, I think. So here's the best part. We've talked about staking. Now, what's liquid staking?
So liquid staking I actually think this is a lot better because, it's kind of terrifying locking your money up for most of these platforms. Like if you go on Binance, whatever, you can deposit your ETH and you have to hold it there for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever, right? But with liquid staking, there's no minimum amount that you have to stake, and you can pull it out whenever you want. So it's a lot more flexible and offers some really unique rewards as well. So I think there's one project. So we did a previous episode on KyberSwap, trending now or trending soon tokens, and a really unique way of identifying new projects. So during that episode, we actually found one called Lido. It's a product in the top 70 that you've probably never heard of. And we never would have heard of it either unless we actually used that trending platform on KyberSwap to identify it. It's really interesting. This is a number 67 project. I never heard of it up until we did that podcast. It has a $600 million market cap, and it's $2 billion fully diluted market cap. And it's interesting what this platform is. It's like it has a monopoly on Ethereum staking pretty much, right?
Yeah. I think I had some crazy stat about, how much was it? Where was it? Some crazy, they currently command more than 30% of the entire Ethereum staking market, hosting 4.15 million Ethereum.
Right.
That's around 6.5 billion at today's prices. And going up.
Yeah. So somehow this is a project that we never would have identified had we not used the Trending Soon platform on KyberSwap. So we start looking into it. And I think this times up really well with the ETH merger that's coming up, because anybody who's staking their ETH right now, that Ether is going to be locked up within the network for around 6 to 12 months thereafter the merge. So at that point, those who have staked Ether themselves they'll be able to withdraw their stake, but it's going to be based off of what the centralized exchanges kind of have in place. So with this liquid staking, when we dive a little bit further into Lido DAO, you're going to see the benefits of using the liquid staking.
Right. So, we've basically laid out for you what staking is, what liquid staking is, and now we're looking into why is Lido DAO, why is Lido Finance an authority in this space, really, when you look at it. So first, on the surface, you can see they support Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, Polkadot, and Kusama. So they've got all basically the major staking chains. So it doesn't matter, where your funds are, what chain, you've got your wallet on. It's supporting everything. So right away, it's an easy onboarding for any user that's new to staking to try to get into it. It's not Ethereum only. If you're on Solana, well, it's like, I don't want to swap, blah, blah, blah. They support all 5 of those chains. So right away, that's a big thing for me.
Yeah. So they're trying to make staking really simple, but also secure. And so basically, they're trying to make it censorship resistant. So ensuring that the laws that govern the network are set in advance, so they can't retroactively be changed later on, because this is where some of the issues come in later, is when a platform all of a sudden halts your withdrawals or all this stuff. So that's why the liquidity staking is so great. They offer, so I was looking at at ETH, they offer 3.5% APR. There's $7 billion currently staked on the platform.
That's a lot.
This is Lido DAO.
Yeah.
A project we've never heard of.
Yeah.
Solana, they offer 5.6% if you stake on there. Polygon, 6.3%. Polkadot, 16.5% they're offering.
Yeah, it gets pretty high up, eh?
And Kusama, 12.9%. So it's the amount of rewards this platform has paid out too. So it was founded in 2020, and they've done $215 million in rewards paid out to individuals across 180,000 stakers currently.
That's quite substantial.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people that are going to be listening to this would think, maybe I don't have that much money in crypto. I don't have enough to do that. But one of the things that's great about Lido is there's no minimum for staking. Some protocols, it's minimum $500, minimum $1,000 to get access to their rewards in there's tiers and stuff. But with no minimum, even people that, maybe just want to test it out with a smaller amount of crypto, they can get involved as well. So again, ease of adoption, right? That's key.
Yeah. So with liquid staking too, what ends up happening, and this is where it's different from just regular staking. So users are able to deposit their tokens, right? So on a traditional platform, you will stake your ETH, you'll get nothing in return. Your ETH is locked up for 30 days, you have to do X amount, and then you'll receive your interest at the end when you pull it all out. With liquid staking on Lido DAO, you deposit your tokens, but then you receive a tradable liquid token in return. So here's why this is really good. Because when you lock your Ether, it becomes immobile, it becomes unproductive and inaccessible. So when you stake your ETH on Lido DAO, you'll get something known as staked ETH. So it'll look like STETH, right? So with this, it's kind of like, imagine like trading in your tokens and then getting a receipt in return. You can now use this receipt within the ecosystem.
Yeah.
So you can still get all the benefits of DeFi while your tokens are being staked. So you're getting these other tokens in return to be used.
Exactly.
That's the best part.
That is definitely the best part. So, to put it into a real life example again, if I'm going to stake my $1,000 of Ethereum on Binance, I cannot do anything with that Ethereum. It's locked on Binance for 30 days. I don't get any sort of token or NFT to do something else with. It's basically gone. I can't touch it. But not only is Lido DAO allowing you to remove it at any time, they're giving you something that you can use while it's staked.
Yeah. So if you put $1,000 in, you'll get $1,000 in staked ETH.
Yeah.
Which you can then use for borrowing against it or earning yield on it. So there's so much more you can do with the liquid staking.
I mean, when we dig into this project and we're talking about staking, we haven't really talked about staking or farming a lot on this channel because it is maybe one of the more technical things in crypto. But, when you really simplify it and you look at projects that make it simple for the user, you can see why it's become so popular. And when you look at what Lido's doing, you can see why they've become so popular because what they're doing in the field of staking is very, cutting edge. They're on the forefront of all these kind of features that make it easier for the user and provide a lot more flexibility while keeping the security.
Yeah, so Lido is actually one of the first to launch liquid staking for ETH. So it has first mover advantage. And I think that's going to be really important for this platform. In addition, Lido you don't have to do a KYC for Lido. So anybody in the world can access this and utilize it. There's a lot of other platforms you have to go through a KYC process where you give up all your personal data, and some platforms will allow you to use it and some won't. This one allows everybody, so no KYC.
It's that truly decentralized, which a lot of people in crypto like, right? So I like that a lot. And going back to the Ethereum merge, if you look at, there's a platform called Dune Analytics, which shows all these platforms, how popular they are, how much is staked. And you can see there's a ton of ETH that has been staked on Lido in the run up to the merge.
Right.
So it's a place where people are flocking to stake their ETH to get more ETH because they believe in the long-term vision of Ethereum. And they're choosing Lido over basically every other platform because of the reasons that we've laid out today, because they're getting staked ETH, which they can then reinvest. And it's a compound effect.
So if you're going to invest in the LDO token for Lido, I was looking at the chart and it has a ton of different spikes in it. And originally Lido DAO was just supporting Ethereum, hence why they have $7 billion staked with ETH. But then they introduced, they added support for Solana, and I saw a massive spike in price, came back down. Then they offered a referral program. So anybody who referred individuals to this platform would receive staked ETH in return. So that was really cool. Then they had a partnership with MakerDAO, and with MakerDAO, they saw another spike in price. Then they brought on Aave, a fourth one. So each time they made an announcement, there was a huge spike in price. The most recent one, KyberSwap.
Yeah, so that probably explains why there was a spike, right?
Yeah. So it's interesting that, first of all, KyberSwap is an official partner of this channel.
Yep.
But look at the names they're sitting next to. Polygon, ETH, Solana, Aave, MakerDAO, and now KyberSwap.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And one other thing I should add about the token is it is a governance token.
Right.
So if you hold the LDO token, it allows you to vote on the changes and proposals and maybe the new additions to their platform. So if you're really into this liquid staking and you want to become basically a part of the community, then holding the token is definitely a good option. But no, you know what? We tweeted about this, the partnership with KyberSwap. As a channel partner, we're keeping up to date with everything they're doing. But I think this partnership was maybe more important than a lot of people actually realized, because you're taking basically the authority in liquid staking and adding it to KyberSwap, which for all the reasons that we've been preaching about is the number one, in our opinion, DEX aggregator in crypto. Yeah. So you're taking one industry leader, partner with another, and now if you actually go on KyberSwap, you can access all of these great liquid staking products that Lido DAO offers through KyberSwap.
Yeah, that actually makes this partnership actually makes KyberSwap the world's first farming mechanism that supports concentrated liquidity, which aims to give liquidity providers the best earning potential on their capital due to the liquid staking.
It's one of the cool things is when you look at it, when you stake X token, you're going to get an NFT that represents your position.
Right.
So not only with Lido DAO you're getting the staked ETH and stuff, but you're getting an NFT.
Huh.
So they've brought into the NFT technology. I feel like it's very cutting edge, all the things they're doing, as opposed to just like, here, we'll take your Ethereum, it's locked up, here you go, have a nice day.
Yeah.
The staked ETH, there's NFTs involved. I just think it's a lot more attractive. And when you look under the hood, it's no wonder they're doing so well.
Yeah. Like I said, I had no idea what the heck this thing was. Doesn't have a flashy name, but after using the trending section of KyberSwap and being able to identify this, it's actually quite unique.
Yeah.
And I think with the Ethereum merge coming up, it might be a place where more people are going to be flocking to and essentially driving this price up.
So the partnership with KyberSwap, which just kicked off within the last month or so, they've started with the Polygon chain specifically. So even though Lido DAO does support all those chains we talked about, the one with KyberSwap, if you're going to do it via KyberSwap, it's all the Matic eligible pools. So if you go to the KyberSwap website, you connect your MetaMask or whatever, Trust Wallet, whatever you use, you switch your network to Polygon, and you go to pools on the website, then you can see all the different options for liquid staking, which is provided via their partnership with Lido DAO. So if you're like us and you're on KyberSwap every day, looking for trending projects, seeing what's trending now, seeing what's trending soon, which is, what we love. Now there's another thing you can do on there, which is stake using the Polygon Matic blockchain, liquid staking with these NFTs, all the good stuff that we just talked about. It's all right there on the one platform.
Yeah, perfect. So look, I haven't really been doing much staking, but after reviewing what Lido DAO does, and in terms of being able to stake, but also get something in return, I think that's cutting edge. And with these guys being at the forefront and the leaders in the space, and the fact that their long-term mission is to make liquid staking completely trustless, that means that there's no centralized exchange or entity that's preventing you from withdrawing or holding or staking from the protocol. It's all written into the smart contract. So there's none of that fear that needs to be associated with what sometimes people think of staking and locking up the tokens.
100%. I mean, I hope that in today's episode, it's a new topic for this channel, staking and farming. I hope you learned, what staking is, the benefits it can provide to your portfolio in times where the market may not be working in your favor. It's something that we're going to be looking to a lot more. And partnership between two industry leaders from two different sides, I think is worth noting. Even just the fact that the token is responding to it, right? So there's a lot that can be learned from these new things. And even in crypto, it's always about learning about new things, new ways to generate money. It may not be trading or investing, but it's staking or yields or pools. There's so many things that you can talk about. And I think it's a topic that we'll probably cover a little bit more going forward.
Yeah, it's just another tool in the tool belt. That's why you guys all tune into the Beanstalk.
That's it, right? Baby, learn.
There we go. Hey, make sure you guys tune to that next episode.
That one's going to be a banger.
All views expressed by speakers on the BeanPod are solely their opinions. You should not treat any opinion expressed on the BeanPod as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a specific strategy, but only as an expression of their opinion. This podcast is for informational purposes only.